Now, former Notre Dame, NFL, and ESPN star Mike Golic has been a longtime favorite of fans, but also of ABC57 Kickoff. He's been on our show many times throughout the years. He's made South Bend his home, and almost on any given day, you can see him on campus in his beloved golf cart. Now, you take that combination of proximity, his knowledge of the game, and of course his sense of humor, and I had to take advantage. So kind of in line with the idea of Jerry Seinfeld's comedians in cars getting coffee, this is Golic in a golf cart.
Still, to this day, the best purchase I've ever made at Notre Dame, the golf cart, because it gets me anywhere.
You take it all over campus. I mean, we see you on game days if you're not out of town.
I told my kids, well, all three of my kids went here, I said, I love this golf cart more than you. I said, do not ride it, do not wreck it, you're not allowed to ride it. And it's made it through a couple of bumps and bruises, but it's made it through pretty well. Obviously, I'm kidding, I love my kids more than golf cart. Yeah, you know, it depends on the day.
So what I'd love to do this season with you, though, is in your golf cart, just take us around campus. Show me some of your favorite places, some of those memories that kind of, you know, tug at your heartstrings, and just kind of see where the day takes us when we're out here.
I have plenty of places on campus for that.
Notre Dame is opening the season against Florida State. It's a big one on the road.
Yep.
And the Florida State community, though, probably still, it's going to be an emotional one. Bobby Bowden. Did you have any interaction with Bobby over your time?
Yes, much. Calling college games, I called them for about 10 years when I left football. Before I told ESPN when my oldest went to high school I was going to stop calling games for a while so I could watch them and all the kids. But in that span of 10 years, I did Florida State more than a few times. So, and whenever you're going to do a game, you always meet with the coaches for a production meeting. And when I'd be down in Tallahassee and meet with Bobby, you'd go in his office and you would talk. It wasn't even about that much football. It was about the kids. It was about what they were doing off the field. I mean, an hour and a half would go by and we would have barely talked any X's and O's at all. He just sat there and talked about life. He was like everybody's favorite grandpa. He is fun. And listen, so successful with a couple of national titles as a coach. I know, Florida State's been on some hard times as of late, but, he brought them to such incredible heights. We always talk about the great guy he was, but, his game plans and his coaching obviously were fantastic as well. I mean, one of the great college stories this year is going to be McKenzie Milton. The quarterback who came from UCF, who had that horrific injury and is now coming back to play. I mean, they have a quarterback who was there last year, who was their leading passer and leading rusher. So you wonder if they'll play two quarterbacks or not. We'll see. But I think one of the best matchups is going to be their D-line. And I guess I would say an inexperienced kind of a matchup. Their D-line, they've lost a lot. They were expected to do a lot last year with a very kind of a mature D-line, but it didn't work out that way. So they're kind of newish there, and Notre Dame's O-line. There's a lot of new starters in that O-line. So again, here's where it comes down to how did you recruit, and how are those players being built up and be ready to step in? Who's the next guy to step up? So you got an O-line for us, FSU, and that D-line, a lot of kind of inexperienced or guys that played some spot time, now asked to play 70, 80 plays a game right out of the gate. So that, to me, is going to be a real interesting matchup.
Pretty good gig right there, riding around in a golf cart, just getting to chat with Mike Golic. I'll take that any day. So hang out with us all season long. We ride around campus. He takes me to his favorite spots, from the lake to the log cabin to all places in between. He opens up, he shares some pretty personal stories. He also opens up about the whole ESPN situation. You don't want to miss it. And we even have a few special guests that will join us along the way.